And hello guys, you are welcome to my YouTube channel, and as you can see I'm here in the poultry house, and so I'm going to answer this question that someone asked me, that how long does it take to off-lay the hens, like the layers. If you're doing layers, how long are they going to take on your farm, and how long are they going to take before they start laying eggs, how long are they going to take laying eggs, and when are you supposed to dispose them. You are welcome. So if you're watching me for the very first time, my name is Asperia and I'm a very passionate farmer. This is my YouTube channel. You can feel free to subscribe, join the family, and let's grow together. Now, for layers, they are a very good venture, and if you are to do for poultry, I would recommend layers because they give you ample time to do the marketing. They give you at least some good profit, especially if you have a very good number of them. And so for the layers, they're going to take a longer time compared to other breeds like broilers, like the broilers. So like the local hens, for them they take even forever. You may not even have to lay them off because they are local, so they can grow for as long as possible. But for specifically layers like mine here, this breed that I have on my farm, like I told you, it is called Isa Brown. It's a very good, and it's a laying machine. They have been laying ever since they were 16 weeks, and the production has been very nice. They have been very perfect, except for sometimes when sickness hits, just like any other breeds. But mine has been really very good. So if you're buying, like you're looking for very good, make sure you look for this breed around you, and it's going to do wonders for you. Now, how long does it take for them to start laying eggs? If you're doing layers and maybe you are curious, you're waiting for the very first time you're going to see the egg, when are they going to lay? Every day you're checking, you want to see when the birds are going to lay eggs. The very first time, these birds, some of them, depending on how you have been caring for them. Now, one thing I have learned in this farming, the way you care for the birds is the way they respond to production. If you do not care for them very well, production cripples. So if you care for your birds very well, from brooding, from housing, from everything, they're going to lay very well, and the production is going to be super perfect. So my birds here, I did the breeding myself. I can tell you it was very fun, and it was very full of fun and very fantastic. It was hard and hectic, but then I learned a lot, and I did the breeding. I had 0 deaths, and it was marvelous. So from day one, they started laying the eggs at week 16. That is at 4 months. And that was the recommended time that I read about this particular breed. And so by week 16 I was able to see the very first eggs from this farm, and I was very excited. Now if you're doing this particular breed, make sure you are waiting for the very first egg. If they go beyond week 16, don't worry, some of them go up to week 20. Like I said, depending on the food that you're using to feed them, and the way you're caring for them. If they are falling sick, definitely they will not start production very well. So mine started laying eggs at week 16, and from there they started shooting high. The production levels have been 90%. There is a time they were at 98%. Now that they are aging, at least they are still around 88%, but they are still in very good condition. They are laying well, they are resistant, they are very perfect. So if you have this breed, just know that by week 16, 17, and 18, you are supposed to be seeing eggs. I had one of you call me, and she was like, her birds are 6 months, but they were not yet laying. And so when I checked on the breed, it was a different one. And by at least week 24, they had started laying. That was really late, but she didn't know the breed for sure, and it really took her a lot of money to care for those birds. So be careful as you're choosing the breed. Make sure you choose the right breed for your farm. And secondly, my birds have been laying regularly. When they start laying now, they continuously lay every day, apart from when there is an outbreak of a disease, or when you're not feeding them well, or when they are stressed, like maybe the temperatures are too high, or they are too cold, or they have a stress factor, probably some animals are scaring them, they stop laying. But once everything is in control, they keep laying, and they give you an egg on a daily basis. So how long are they going to keep laying? Mine here, they have 1 month, 1 year and 8 months for right now, and like I said, they are still laying. The percentage is still in 80, 85, 88, sometimes goes up to 80 depending on their situations. So I can see they are still laying eggs, and so I'm planning to lay them off when they make 2 years, but I will still make a decision depending on the percentage of laying. If the laying drops drastically and I realize I'm no longer making profit, I will definitely have to lay them off. But the recommended time for laying off is at least 24 months, which is 2 years for every, for most farmers. But I know that most farmers look at the production when it goes down. Definitely when they're not getting out the money, they're not getting profit, definitely they lay off. And also sometimes people lay off birds at even 1 year, depending on how the production is. If you have the hens and maybe they are not laying, you have maybe 200 birds and you're only getting 50 eggs, that is bad. And so instead of making more losses, you plan and laying them off. So it depends. You can lay them off depending on the situations around you. Some people get loans and they can no longer feed the birds, and so they be like, now I'm dying of stress. They start laying off the birds at a younger age. But the recommended time for you, it is at least 2 years before you lay off these birds. If you have any other problem, keep your birds, look at the production. If you're no longer getting profit out of them, then lay off. But if the production is still sweet, like mine here, I still get some profit out of them and I'm still very happy and excited. If I lose the excitement and I feel like, wow, you have done a good work, you have served your purpose, I help them to rest, so I lay them off. For mine, they are still here up to next year. For around May, I will be giving you updates, guys, because if I'm to lay off, I will let you guys know so that you can support me. So I believe this video has answered that question. If you have been wondering, am I going to stay with these birds forever? They are not laying well. What can I do? Are they mature? What? Make a decision depending on the production. If the production is too bad, like you're not getting profit, let the birds off. Try again. Try again. And then God bless you so much for watching. If you have any question, drop it in the comment section. I'm here to give you the answers depending on the experience that I have seen in my farm here, and I will share with you the very knowledge I'm using in my farm. Hopefully you're going to get help. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye.